Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Aisha Buhari has spoken again. Oh, see what she stands to fight this time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you very much for your huge, massive, and continuous support. We truly, really appreciate you. God bless you. My people, Aisha Buhari, she has spoken again. Oh, you know Aisha Buhari, the wife of President Muhammadu Buhari. This woman is one woman that will say, "Where are the men?" And this is happening in the country. There is injustice. And my husband's administration has been taken over. Where are the men? The last one we heard was she and Mama Gana Dara, who were, fighting powers tussle and struggle in Aso Rock. Her aides, disregards for law. A lot of things has been happening in Aso Rock. She tries to give Nigerians parable, but Nigerians are saying, quit giving us your parable. We don't get it. Come out, life clear. Give us a clear direction. Give us a clear understanding of what is going on. We want to know. That way you can save yourself. If eventually there is anything, we can say, yes, she spoke. These were the evidences she gave, you know. Anyway, let's hear what she's fighting this time. Let's get into the news and get all the details. Aisha Buhari has spoken again. See what she stands to fight this time. Aisha Buhari is one woman that is always remembered for her fight against corruption, really, element in her husband's government. She has spoken against all odds, bewailing her husband's strive to succeed in fulfilling his electoral position and promises. She stands firm behind her husband in all rambling and making sure that her husband succeed. In fact, if not for her presence in Aso Rock, a lot of things would have changed in a negative direction. The cabals in her husband's government are identified by her, and she has indirectly helped to fight them in her own way. She has always spoken against, again, ensuring that indirect. She has always spoken against issues that are direct or indirectly plaguing the presidency and the nation. Aisha, in her bid as the first lady of Nigeria, the president's wife, Buhari's right-hand woman, activist, child rights advocate, is one that is an achiever, an advocate, and a vocal one. She is not timid and she speaks out as it is. She leaves no stone unturned, matters referring to women and children. She has spoken severally against unwarranted treatment on women and children. She is known for the fight against mistreatment against women. She has spoken severally, both local and internationally, against maltreatment of a girl child and women in general. She has spoken against early and forced marriages, where girls of age below 11 years of age are forced into marriages instead of furthering their education. Drug abuse has been prevalent by illegal and abnormal intake of drugs to the extent that damaging the human body and the emotions are all done by drug abusers. She has spoken as well in the youth area, revitalizing this area. Now, Aisha, when I talk about like this, so this is really strange. Nigerians, this is quite interesting. Are you enjoying the read? Are you enjoying the news? Let's continue. It continues. Aisha Buhari has therefore stood against drug abuse, as she has described it as a multifaceted problem regarding the multi approach in which this can be curbed and stopped. Not being get money, they take drugs. She has also spoken in Channels Television, where she spoke extensively about her struggles with fights against drug abusers in the country, how she wants to make sure that there's rehabilitation centers for those who wants to come out of drug abuse. Aisha Buhari used the opportunity of the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Human Trafficking to stand against drugs, and she believed that this will happen. And when this happens, it will help to put families, communities together and further make progress in the country, as drug abuse makes a man to be disillusional. My people, is Aisha Buhari you just heard about, so has CV been read up to you? as it is. Aisha Buhari, this is about you, about what you are doing in the country. But my people, what do you think? This is the wife of the president who is constantly empowered also with the nephew of President Muhammadu Buhari, who is always at loggerheads with her, wanting to have a power struggle, telling her that you are just the wife of the president. In the North, we do not regard women as important parts. Anyway, Aisha Buhari, honestly speaking, is not one to be quiet, is not one to be pushed aside. She will speak out and she will go on social media, she will go on the internet and she will publish what is going on. That is Aisha Buhari for you, honestly and truly. When her daughter came back from the UK, it was true how we knew that her children were schooling abroad, and yet you are telling other people's children to school in the country when you are not making provision for adequate and good education in Nigeria, when you are not making sure that Nigerians are well looked after and children that are educated in Nigeria can stand with their counterparts with other nations of the world in near future to come. If you do not have regards and you do not treat your children properly, you do not educate them properly, how can they be able to stand alongside other leaders tomorrow to to give a direction to lead government and to make sure that they are leaders tomorrow. Nigerians, are we really preparing leaders, or we are preparing followers so we continually be enslaved by the decisions we are making today? Are we making sure that the educational sector is top notch? They said Aisha Buhari is working tirelessly. I've not heard of the drug rehabilitation center that she has done. Maybe you've heard of it. Please, can you leave us a comment so as to affirm, and we don't just criticize the woman like that. If she has done something good at Apple Line Media, we don't only condemn bad governance, we also celebrate good ones and encourage them to do more. So if Aisha Buhari has done some of these things, equipping mother and child, making sure that early marriages in the North is prohibited, we would like to hear from you, because recently we saw a video that was trending on social media where imams, some clergy, stood together and were saying that a girl as young as 7 could be given out in marriage. I'm telling you, yes, in today, 2020, yes, today, yes, you heard me clearly and correctly, that a girl as young as that can be given in marriage. This leads to a lot of problem where they have urinary tract infection. Why? Their cervix is too narrow and underdeveloped. And so when a full-grown man fully force himself into them, they destroy their bladder, not only their womb, their bladder. This leads to pose a lot of problem in future life to very young children who should grow, be fully developed, ready for marriage and giving out in marriages. This affect their future and later life and later opportunity in life. What happens when the urinary tract is affected? You see these girls go to the North, you see them carrying a bag around. They are already infected. They cannot urinate through their bladders, and at times even affect their bowels. What it means by that is where they pass out number 2. It affects their bowels. They cannot even go to the toilet. Why? Look at the whole human body. Look at the little girl like that. It affects them. They cannot even go. So they live with a disease. They cannot pass out urine or bowel. They have to use a bucket. These are some of the problem that is being imposed when some of these things happen to very young children. And yet the North is with open eyes in today's life century, still conducting such inhuman evil against these children. And they say Aisha Buhari is working to stop it. Well, Aisha Buhari, whatever you are doing is good. But what we are saying in this government, the government of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, you are from the North. Your daughters are going to school. 20-something years old, they are still in school, not just first degree, having their masters. Why not come out publicly and speak out in the nation of Nigeria and say child marriage is stopped from today? Come out publicly and say it, and save these young girls from this maniac, from this evil, from this uncertainty of their future. Come out publicly, let a law be passed to say anyone found, and let it go down to the state level, to the local government level. Let the information be dissipated down the line. And guess what? Guess what? You have just saved a nation. Because when the girl child is educated, you are sure that Nigeria is secured and safe. Anyway, my people, what do you think? These are some of the thoughts of us today. Aisha Buhari's CV has been read that she's fighting drug abuse. She's fighting to make sure the girl's child is safe. She's fighting for this and that. But is it true and is it real? What more can they do? Anyway, my people, this is what is happening. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We want to say a very big thank you. God bless you. Thanks for always being there. We really, truly appreciate you. Have a lovely and a wonderful day. Bye for now.